only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we back up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no off, you better call back up. I'm running it down to finish, I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big, better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it and did it again. I'm put it in, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
On second down, here's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. That's Love. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Washington.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. But anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, it's Love. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Haskins on third down. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And the Redskin first down.
Here we go. Took the outlaw. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Undercurrent. Kill.
On first down, here's Love. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Rush in, rush in. Check, check. Grab them. Watch twins.
Play action. Haskins. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, Love. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mike's 56. Hey, mark the screen. Turbulent. 35. Check 52. Feel it. Kill. Jam.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Stills the intended target. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic will get you scored on again.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Right? 52. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Whip, go. Watch the whip. Check. Shit. 26, check 26.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This from 44 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After 1, it's 9-0. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make...
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert 3. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Squeeze, don't. Yeah.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Sponge. No. Check. Mike spot, no. Watch the run.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
The 2nd down pass. Complete to T.J. Jones. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Here I come again. Check, flip it. Show it up.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish. and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Throwing on second down. Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's get ready. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30. 10, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Trying the toss play to Love. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Check 31, check 31. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 50.
From the 40 now on second down. Haskins on the crossing route, complete. That's Jones. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Everyone got 4 down. Switch. Check 99.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage. Anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Meh.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 59's Mike. Check, 59.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Tight yard.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball?
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. He was looking for Parker that time.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Left. 35. Hey, Alpha. 35.
Fitzpatrick now after the fumble recovery. This is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You go take. You got take. You got
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, color. 35's the mic. Yeah.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
Hey, wahoo! Come get some. Come on here, come get some. Jim, go Jim. 35's the mic. Let's go one more. You kill!
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And Dwayne Allen on the grab. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
Okay, just like that. Feel it. 35's the mic.
They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 1st down, Love. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the twist. Out.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins caught right side. Davis. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now the ball comes loose. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Check hot route. Hot. Mike 51. I got one. Shift. Hey. 36.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Topper.
Brings up 2nd
Regular. Hey, Steve 6. Left. Hey, let's go.
Right back to Drake. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Even. 35 is the mic. 52 and 56. 52 and 56. 35, Mike.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case,
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A huge play there for Washington. 79 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the one. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement. Go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted. His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready, 2 by 52. It's free. It's free.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They run. Peterson. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
A gain of a yard. brings up second down.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They run again with Peterson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's get this. Check 24. No. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Switch. Slam.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Complete. Richardson has it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, check 24. Kill. SOS.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins letting one go deep for the end zone. T.J. Jones, 28 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. They'll try to run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Strong.
At the 41-yard line.
1st down, Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Delta. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. He don't know no better.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Mike 56, Mike. Hey, Zoo. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Hey, watch it, watch it. Back.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check. Regular.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side.
Adrian Peterson off to the races, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.